Hey Ben, this is Nick from Prestman Auto, doing a video walkthrough of our 2020 4Runner. This is the TRD Pro, so congratulations, you get the coolest one. What I'm going to do is we're going to walk all the way around. We're going to check for any dents, any scratches, any sort of blemishes here on the outside. Then we're going to go inside, go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly. And then finally we'll pop the hood and evaluate just a little bit in the engine bay, just for good measure. So first impressions are wet. It's very wet. We can thank Utah Rain for that. That being said, honestly, really good. Normally you'd expect to see a little bit of rock chipping up here in the front, just because that's where it usually is. That being said, I'm not seeing anything. It looks really, really nice. But let's start going around, see if there's anything that we can find. If there is, I'll stop, zoom in, make sure you get a good visual so you know everything going on. So up here, the bumper and stuff, it looks like this is all what got replaced based on what kind of the pictures that I sent your way. But you'd never be able to tell. All the seams line up very, very well. The color matches, so no complaints there. But yeah, so looking solid. Tires on here are in way good condition. You have loads of life left in those, so that's fantastic. Love that. But let's start moving around. Looks like you have a very small scuff right there. So I'm not catching my finger, not any paint chip or anything, so definitely nothing major, but good to know nonetheless. You know, we appreciate knowing stuff. Got another very small scuff right here. I don't know if you can even see that. It's barely, it's slightly discolored just from the scuffing. So, but little thing right there. Got another one right here. There you go. All right, well, as far as the exterior goes, I'll give it an easy 9.5 out of 10. You got a couple small things here and there, but really nothing bad at all. It looks really, really solid, especially for 2020. I mean, it's not old. It's definitely not old, but it's not brand new either. So good job to whoever owned it before. They took good care of it. Anyway, what we're going to do, I'm going to turn the car on, obviously. But when I do, I'm going to leave the camera up here on the dash as soon as I move the wheel. That way, if there's any kind of warning lights or anything popping up, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. All right, so we got one warning light up right now, which is the seatbelt light, which is, correct. I'm not wearing my seatbelt. Other than that, everything up here looks solid. Let's cycle through a couple things real quick, just to be sure. Awesome, looking good, looking good. No warnings. Cool. So as far as features go, you have no shortage of fun things to play with in here. But for the sake of time, I'm going to go a little bit fast just so this video isn't like 40 minutes long. So starting off, you're going to have your pre-collision system as well as your lane departure warning, both of which are really helpful. I enjoy them. Over here, you're going to have a couple basic features. You got, I think this is the rain sensing wipers, if I'm not mistaken, as well as some plugins in the back and then mirrors and stuff. Obviously, your windows roll down, so that's, makes sense. Locks work. Other than that, you're going to have your heated seats up in here, which are fantastic this time of year. The back window also rolls down, so that's pretty cool. And then obviously your basic stuff, AC works great. Cool. You got a bunch of plugins, so love that. And then let's check your audio real quick. Nice, dude. You actually have really good speakers in here. What are these? That's awesome. Up top, you're also going to have a sunroof, which is wonderful. Okay, so a sunroof is not the most useful feature in the world. I'm not going to lie. I'll be totally straight with you. The days you will need a sunroof are not that many days. That being said, It's really cool. I enjoy the sunroofs quite a bit. I play with them more than I probably should, but so we'll leave that there. Up top here, you can have most of your extra fun features for off-roading stuff. You can lock your rear diff as well as your crawl control and yada yada. So we'll leave that up there for now. If you have any questions about any of the specifics on there, just let me know. But other than that, I mean, up here you're going to have just your basic control functions. You can connect your phone, you got your navigation system. If it's missing anything, you just download the app for that, and on and on and on. So as far as interior condition goes, it's really good. I don't want to be a broken record. I know I'm a salesman, so I feel bad when I'm just like, it's all amazing, everything's great, but it really looks really good. I'm not seeing any rips, any dents, any tears, any stains, any discolorations, really anything. It looks very, very well taken care of. So anyway, we can go over features all day, but for the sake of time, we'll probably call that there. Let's pop the hood in the engine bay. We'll check that out real quick, and then that should be good for this video. So while we're out here, here's a quick look around some of our lot. So this is, what you can see here is maybe like 30% of our cars. So we got more over on the other side of the building over there, which you can't see, and then another building over there. But we sell more cars here than any independent dealer in the state. We've been around for 33, coming up on 34 years now, which you don't have to know that, right? Like, that's not like super important, but I do feel like it's nice to know a little bit about who you're working with, especially if you're driving from out of state. It's nice to see a little. Anyway, so I don't know how mechanically inclined you are or aren't, but regardless of how much you know about cars, I always encourage everyone to at least take a look under the hood. The reason being, even if you don't know anything under here, you at least know what neglect looks like. So if you've got acid buildup all around your battery, if all your metal pieces are like brown and covered in rust and you got cobwebs and junk on everything, then I don't know, I would ask some more questions at that point personally. That being said, this looks great. There's really not even any dust on anything, so that's actually really impressive. If you are mechanically inclined, we can go into a little bit more detail, but we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood of an engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. So if you have any other questions or there's something that I missed that you'd like to see, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new 4Runner.